You like that? 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 You like that?
What's going on? It's Coach Williams, and I'm back for another breakdown. So today we are going to talk Michael Penix Jr. going up against Texas last year in the Alamo Bowl, because this year he's been matched up again against Texas in the college football playoff, in the Sugar Bowl, and pretty much the whole defense is the same. There's a little bit of a different defensive line, but a lot of the guys in the secondary and linebackers are the same dudes, and his team is a lot of the same guys. So similar personnel, different matchup though this time around. Both these teams are pretty hot, and I think that this has to be a key piece of evaluating the quarterback class for this year, because I think Penix is one of the better guys, and this is the biggest stage that any of them is going to play on. So let's jump right into this thing. So first play, out the gate, man, they really wanted to go after it in this one, all right? So they come out, first play, out the gate. They come out in 12 personnel, one back, two tight ends, all right? And so they go with a little split flow action, split zone, but wait, it's a flea flicker, all right? So flea flicker here. We look at it from a coverage standpoint, right? They're expecting them to run the ball. They got 8 in the box. They're running cover 3. We get the stock and go up here from this receiver. And Penix drops this thing in between the corner and the safety with that patented deep ball accuracy that he has. Big completion to kick the game off. First play of the game, all right? And so we'll see it from the tight here. Flea flicker. Typically with these types of plays, they're very long developing. So we actually get some penetration here. So this isn't just like, he's just thrown with nobody in his face. And still, again, drops this thing in the bucket. As we all know, his deep ball accuracy rivals anyone coming out in this class. So the game was not perfect, though. All right, the game was not perfect. So we're gonna watch the whole first opening drive, and then we'll do some selected clips. But I think the opening drive really tells the tale of this game. Not a lot of consistency. I wouldn't put this up there as one of his best games. I actually would put it down as one of his worst. But a lot of things ended up happening in this game where it'd be like nice, really good, big play, and then followed up with some stuff that was not so good. All right. So they come out here, all right, in this loose bunch set, and they motion. All right. So we got the stacked doubles here with the hip tight end. And so I like to call this glance boot. All right. So he's out here and he's glancing at this quick game concept here. And if he doesn't like it, he's going to boot out. And that's what he does. He boots out here. All right. And so in the back end, I think they're running quarters here. I think that they're running a lot of that stuff that Saban was running at Alabama, because their coach Sarkisian came from Alabama. So I think that they're running quarters coverage here. Right? And so he boots out, and he's got this deep corner route that he wants to throw to, and he just misses it. And this isn't even like a close miss. He totally overthrows this ball here. All right, so we'll see. I think part of it too, and we'll see from the tight, is the pressure gets in his face when he's throwing. But, with how accurate he throws the ball deeply, you want to see him hit this one, right? Because it's wide open. It's quarters coverage. So it creates a situation where he's one-on-one with the safety. Safety's inside leverage. He's running this deep corner route. Like, you want to hit this one for a touchdown. So inconsistency showing up here on film. So we can see it from the tight here, right? Glances the quick game concept here. Doesn't like it. Comes back out. And bit of a hold here too, but he wins quickly, so it rushes the throw, and he just misses it, right? Like NFL, that's going to happen, right? NFL throws, like you want to be able to make that throw with somebody in your face. So now next play here, 2nd and 10. All right. So back to some of the good here. And you'll notice, right? They come right back to it because, right, they hurried up here because all the DBs are running back into the screen. So they come right back to it. Different formation though, doubles formation here. Glance. He glances the quick game concept here, doesn't like it, boots out. And then this one, right? We see this all the time from Penix, right? Throwing from the opposite side of the field, right? I think that this is probably a route conversion here, right? Probably a route conversion. He's seeing here, right? Okay, the receiver sees, okay, he's over the top. I'm not going to run past him. So I'm going to chop it down at about 16 yards, come back to the football, and Penix puts it on him, right? This is a perfect throw. Penix puts it on him, but dropped, right? So drop ball here. So that's not on Penix. I think he does a good job here. I think everything on this is clean. It's just a drop ball by the receiver. But again, if we're evaluating Penix on this, I really like this. I really like the arm strength. Really like the ability to get the ball out here, to read the coverage, right? Don't like the quick game concept out here. Boot out, throw it, put it on the money, drive it to the receiver. But receiver drops that ball, unfortunately, for him. All right, again, opening drive. Next play here. 3rd and 10, big 3rd down. All right, so they come out and trap. So we'll see this a lot. I like to call this formation trap. Close formation with the tight end here, 3 receivers to the field. All right, and so we get this old school Rex Ryan, right, amoeba type look. So it looks like there's a lot of pressure coming, okay? And then also to top things off here, right, he thinks that this is man-to-man coverage, right? So he thinks this is man-to-man coverage. This is really good disguise here from Texas. So typically, if it's man-to-man coverage, this corner is going to travel with the receivers, okay? But the thing that gets Penix thinking this is probably man is the corner comes up and shows blitz, right? So he's thinking, all right, well, this edge defender here, this linebacker type here is probably going to be covering this tight end. So we are probably going to get a cover 0 situation here, and it's going to be man-to-man across the board. So he checks the play. Obviously, we don't know what they were in originally, but this play looks kind of like mesh to me, right? So this looks like a mesh concept here, which is a man beater, all right? So we get the mesh concept, right? So he's coming across, and then he's coming across as well. And usually this is going to be a sit over the ball, and we got our shot play out here. But if you watch, right, corner stepped up to show blitz. Well, he comes off, right? Comes off. So he's not going. He's going. And yes, the corner does run across the field with him, but this is not man-to-man coverage, right? I think that this is quarters, and usually you lock on the backside with the corner with the single receiver. So Penix is thinking that this is still man-to-man coverage, but if you look, these guys are zoning off, right? And then also there's a lot to dissect on this play, right? So since he thinks it's man, right, usually this is a sit over the ball, but the receiver continues to travel. So he thinks he's going to go all the way across, right? Receiver turns upfield, pick, right? Interception. So really good look here, really good exotic look here from Texas, all right? And so we'll see, right? And one thing I want to show you too here is if we look at Penix after he throws his ball. Actually, right now you can see it from the tight angle, not the wide. But if we watch this here, you got Penix, drops back, right? He thinks that this guy is going to continue on, throws the pick here, and then look at his body language. Where are you going, buddy? Where are you going, right? So receiver definitely ran the wrong route, but Penix is also wrong because he guessed wrong on the coverage, right? So both guys not on the same page, and that was like the tail of the tape on this game. All right. So now we're going to watch some other plays as we see the game progress. This play is actually a 3rd and 9 here. All right, so we got 3rd and 9. Again, they come out and trap. They really liked this look against Texas. And so here, again, we're seeing Penix, right? These opposite hash throws, right? His patented opposite hash throws, showing off the arm strength here, right? So we get this one, drops back, right? Again, he's got leverage on the defender. The receiver is running an out route. Defender has inside leverage. Penix throwing this ball, as we can see, with some anticipation, right? He's rearing up the throw. The receiver hasn't even fully committed to his break yet. Puts it on the receiver. But it's dropped, right? It wasn't even a pass breakup. This one's a drop. So this is a hell of a throw. Really good arm strength, really good accuracy, really good anticipation. But the anticipation could have been better, right? So let's watch here. Look at Penix's feet. He double clutches, right? Just a little bit of a double clutch, and that gives the defender the ability to get in here and impact the throw, right? So it's not a pass breakup, so he doesn't get his hands on the ball, but the contact gets in there, right? So if we're evaluating this, right, we're evaluating this stuff for the NFL, right? This little hitch that you're going to see in Penix's feet, really good anticipation. I would give it a B on the anticipation, but this throw needed to be an A on the anticipation. Penix misses this one. Watch his feet. Da-da, right? That little mini hitch. It's like a half a hitch. Da-da. That's what ends up leading to an incompletion there. And that's how thin and tight the margins are, right? So now we fast forward to later in the game, another third down, right? 3rd and 7 here. And we're going to see a little bit more of the good again, right? So now what do we see again? Trap, right? Trap formation. All right. Fast forward a little bit here. So trap formation. Penix drops, right? So we get another quarters look here, right? We get another quarters look on this one. And so I don't know. I think this might be a route conversion here, right? So this might be one of those route conversions again, right? If we're even, we're leaving. If he's over the top, you're going to drop out. But he breaks to the inside, so maybe Odunze here, this is a hinge route. I don't know. But either way, Penix does a really good job of driving this throw again from the opposite hash, right? Showing off that arm strength. Bang. Hits him. Big throw. Big throw. So we'll see it from the tight. Penix drops. Throws this one. Big throw from the opposite hash. Showing off that arm strength. All right. So now we got another third down, 3rd and 6. Empty formation, right? So this one is a big play right here, right? So this is closing out the second half here. If we rewind back for a quick second, right? Closing out the second half here, 59 seconds left in the half, all right? They come out in empty formation on this 3rd and 6 play here, right? And so again, right, their quarters coverage here. And so the thing that I really like about this play right here is normally we're looking for anticipation and stuff like that. But if he tries to anticipate this throw too early, right, the linebacker is in the window and he's going to be able to make a play on the football. So he knows that his guy is going to be in a position, right, since it's this quarters coverage, right, where, you know, the safety's hips are always a little bit turned to the sideline, right? So if you're on an in-breaker, right, if you're getting vertical and get on an in-breaker, your receiver is going to be able to beat the safety to the inside. So he just waits for a little bit, right, fits that ball in there, in between two defenders, big completion going into the half, all right? And we'll be able to see it from the tight. If we watch a feet, right, very patient in the pocket, gets to the top of his drop, couple hitches, winds, throws in between two defenders, big throw, right? Big throw to close out the half here. And then we're going to fast forward a little bit to another 3rd and 6 when there's only 7 seconds left in the game, all right? So it's 3rd and goal from the 6-yard line, all right? And so here, right, we're going to see a little bit more of the inconsistency from the receivers in this game. They motion down, right? They motion down to this bunch set, all right? And so usually what you're going to get there's different ways that teams like to play it, but this is the way that they're playing it down here. I personally, talking my stuff, I'd rather have this nickel type here pressed up on the point man so you can disrupt everything. But what they're gonna do is they're gonna have him take the first thing short to the outside, him take the first thing short and deep to the outside, and then this safety take the first thing to the inside, right? That's how they're playing this. But since the receivers have the ability to get free releases, it makes it a little bit easier here, right? For this ball to be thrown and completed. But Adunze, right? There is a little bit of a jam here, right? But he does get into his route. Adunze here, that what messes up this concept for Texas here is Adunze breaks to the outside, and then the inside receiver breaks to the outside as well. So you get two guys going outside, and then Adunze breaks back to the inside, but he drops the ball. Penix puts it on him, right? Penix puts it on him, right? There's no wasted movement here from Penix if we watch him. Catch, step, throw, puts it on the guy, but it's dropped, right? So they had him dead to rights. This is a perfect concept for what they're doing. There is a little bit of a jam here, but it'd be better if they jammed at the point, right? Free release should be a touchdown dropped by Adunze. And we saw a lot of drops in this game. There were a lot of missed throws too from Penix, but ton of drops. There was just a lack of rhythm to this football game. All right, so we can watch it here from the tight. Not really much to see. We can watch his feet. Catch, step, throw, puts it on him, incomplete. So they have to settle for 3. All right. Now, this is the last play that we're going to watch. All right. So this really was the play that ended the game here, right? They put the dagger in them. They're up 20-10, 13 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And they come out here in the red zone, all right? They're going to run this RPO concept. So they motion down to stack the receivers here. So this is RPO. They're going to pull both guards, right? So this is buck sweep, right? So they're, this is RPO buck sweep here, all right? And so if we go back, we got the receiver stacked here. Penix is looking out, and he can see for whatever reason, right? For whatever reason, we can go back to where the motion was. For whatever reason, this safety jumps back out, right? So he had hard inside leverage before, and for some reason, this stack made him go outside. Don't know why he did that, but that screws up the leverage here. He's almost close to head up, so it gives the advantage to the receiver. Penix's eyes are out here. You saw that the whole way. So now he knows his read key is here, right? On the RPO, right? He crashes down. That opens the slant window. Penix throws the ball. And not an A-plus throw, right? So he throws it low. Maybe he's throwing it low in a way to protect him or make sure that, this guy can't make a play on the ball. But not an A-plus throw, but either way, touchdown. And this one ends the game, all right? So this ended up being the final score to the game, 27-10. So Penix on that RPO, real easy, pre-snap. You know exactly what you're going to get, and ends up getting a touchdown. That pretty much ends the game. So I broke this one down because I feel like this game, evaluating this one, is really big for evaluating the quarterback class. Because this game that he's going to play against Texas, the same Texas defense, is going to be the biggest game that anyone in the quarterback class has played in, right? So, and I think that he's one of the top guys. I think most people have him in the top 4 at least, right? So, big game coming up against Texas. You got the win last year, but you did not play your best game. This is going to tell us what his psyche and what his mental is all about. It's not about whether or not he wins or loses the game, because CJ Stroud balled out last year against Georgia, and that really vaulted his stock. So, if he comes back and plays, because as a competitor, he knows in his heart of hearts he didn't play his best football game against Texas. Now he's got an opportunity to advance in the college football playoff, right? And be able to exercise that demon that I know has been on his mind in the offseason. So I'm excited to watch the college football playoff and see if Michael Penix can do his thing, take it to the next round, and play whoever it ends up being in the national championship. So that's it for this one, and I'll see you in the next video. And as always, You know what it is. It's Coach Williams, Ball Hawks. We fly. I'm out. Peace.